Hello everyone, I hope that you're all doing well. This is me, Syed Shujatullah. So today we are going to discuss very important MCQs on Supreme Court. Okay, that is Indian polity, Supreme Court. 1 to 5 MCQs of high quality standard I'm discussing along with the explanation part and the images from your books so that it will give you a sense of credibility and also a confidence. At the same instance, you can also refer the books. Against of you referring the books after the lecture, I am only doing it for you. So no need to worry about anything. Just relax and try to understand the MCQs and their explanation. So let us go ahead. Right. So in this video lecture, already I have given you the MCQs of this on my Telegram group. Those who are watching me for the very first time, please join my Telegram group. Along with that, subscribe to my YouTube channel also. We are discussing today 1 to 5 MCQs along with explanation. 25 MCQs on Supreme Court I will deal. 25. Very important, covers the total Supreme Court chapter of Indian polity. So within these 25 questions, everything you're going to learn, all the important concepts and interlinking stuff and more so. If any of your friends, relatives and acquaintances want to be a part of economic and law optional, please refer to them. Okay, ask them to contact to my number. That is more than enough. Okay, so those are watching me for the very first time, this is my Telegram channel. It is Indian, like it is UPSC only, exclusive for UPSC channel only. But Telangana state PSC, AP PSC state state level aspirants for Indian related subjects, you can join this Telegram channel. Okay, or else you can directly write Bright Mind IAS. Hope so you will find me on Telegram with this name also. Fine. The first question is, consider the following statements. Consider the following statements. Appeal by special leave. Appeal by special leave. See, special leave means what? Here, it is all about Supreme Court. Now, you might know the structure of Supreme Court and its subordinate courts. Or you can say the structure of Indian judiciary. Judiciary is nothing but the organs that give justice. Justice to the citizen. From whom justice is given from, if state violates your constitutional or legal rights, then the judiciary will give you justice. Or private individuals, your neighbors or relatives or any of the strangers, etc., violates or take away your rights or oppress you, then also you will get justice. Justice is given in both the cases, against the government, against the private individuals. So judiciary is nothing but justice delivery mechanism of the country. Justice will be delivered, okay, to the citizens through the judiciary. And you all know that at the top of our justice delivery system, that is our Indian judiciary, we are having Supreme Court, which is a nodal body, apex body with regard to judicial system in our country. Supreme Court, below we are having high courts. High courts are many, in many states they are there. And below high courts we are having subordinate courts. Subordinate courts. Subordinate courts are again divided into two types. One is civil courts, another one is session court. Civil courts are those courts that takes up the matters related to divorce, marriage, property disputes, and any other compensation, okay, damages related, whatever the aspects are there, that will be taken up by these civil courts, but does not include crime at all. Crime related cases will not be taken by civil courts. All other cases will be taken up by the civil courts. Session courts are nothing but criminal courts only. They are having another name, nothing but criminal courts. And session courts or criminal courts, they take up the cases related to crimes. Okay, if you have stolen something, if you have done fraud, if you are cheating someone, rape, murder, extortion, if teasing, stalking, all that crime related uh, cases will be dealt by session courts or criminal courts. Okay, and you might be aware of this fact if you don't like the judgment at the subordinate level. Means if you are not happy with the judgment given either in the civil or session court, what do? You will appeal in high court. If you are not happy with the justice given by the high court, again you will go to supreme court or not. Yes, but here very one important point you should remember: all the appeals of the high court will not be entertained by the supreme court. Okay, it is a discretionary power of supreme court to take the appeals of high court or not. High court or not, that is called as special leave. That is called as special leave. Leave, appeal by special leave. So high court has given Mr. On, high court has given 2 years of imprisonment. But Mr. On is not happy with 2 years of imprisonment, so he has taken a leave from this imprisonment and has gone to appeal what? Supreme Court. Okay, he has taken a leave, means abhi main nahi jaunga imprisonment mein, I will take a leave from the imprisonment and I will appeal to the Supreme Court. That is what is called as appeal by special leave. Appeal by special leave. And this power of Supreme Court is a discretionary power. It means it is up to the Supreme Court whether they will accept your appeal or they might reject your appeal. Okay, it means the individual has no right to guaranteed appeal. Guaranteed appeal नहीं है यहाँ पे. Right to guaranteed appeal means what? आपकी appeal लेना ही लेना Supreme Court. But it is not like that. If अगर Supreme Court हर appeal अगर entertain करी, हर appeal अगर admit करी, so what is the use of then lower courts? So everyone will definitely go to Supreme Court only at the end. Okay, and they will say that please you also hear our cases. With that, when the justice will be given to crores of cases which are slogging in the Supreme Court, right or wrong? So not all the cases will be administered. The cases which are related to constitutional rights, the cases which are having a error of judgment, the cases which are involved some interpretation of law or interpretation of the constitution. So very important, if these kind of any of these provisions are seems to be violated in the judgment of lower courts, then the Supreme Court will say yes, we will take your case. And the duty to show that any of these have been not taken into consideration in high court judgment, it is up to the advocate only. Advocates can give you this respite. Advocate can give you this respite and make sure that your case will be also heard to the Supreme Court. It is the art of advocate how the judgment how he can find out the errors in the judgment with respect to the law, with respect to the constitution. That is why advocates are important, just like me. Okay, fine. Now let us see. Appeal by special leave is available to the Supreme Court from the judgment of High Court or any other court or tribunal. So High Court से तो directly Supreme Court जा सकते by this way of appeal, और any other court like family courts भी होते हैं, consumer courts भी होते हैं, taxation courts भी होते हैं. So यहाँ के भी judgment से you can go to Supreme Court with the help of this special leave. Or tribunals. Tribunals are generally established by the government to look into specific matters. Okay, example one is CAT, Central Administrative Tribunal. The main objective of this particular CAT is to deliver justice to the government employees, of central government. CAT. In the same way, we are having SAT, State Administrative Tribunal. These tribunals will solve the cases related to employment, related to promotion, related to transfer. Okay, if any government employee is not happy with the government order asking them to shift the location, or you are just appointed the Hyderabad collector for just appointed and you have worked only for 2 months, and after 2 months you are being transferred. So what is the fate of your daughter or children who have joined schools here, right? So you should be given a minimum term or not. In this case, if government does any arbitrary decisions, if government makes, you can go to these courts and get justice, and they will quash is nothing but they will cancel the order of the government, and they will reinstate you. These are called as CAT and SATs. SATs will work for the state government employees. CAT will work for the central government employees. If you are not happy with the CAT and SAT decisions, judgments, if you're not happy with these judgments, if you're not happy with this judgment, if you're not happy with high court judgments also, you can go to Supreme Court through this route. So this is absolutely, till here it is right. But what about the armed forces? Like court martials are nothing but the armed forces, like defense for air force employees, navy. All these will be trialed in separate courts. Okay, we call them as court martial courts. Okay, what about the judgments given by those courts? Can they be heard by Supreme Court? Means no, no, that is not there. So this is a right statement. This is a right statement, dear remember students. Okay, so Supreme Court can hear the appeals of High Court or any other court or tribunals, but not by the judgments given by Armed Forces Court. This is first one is absolutely right. Second one, the power of Supreme Court is entirely discretionary in nature. In this case, I have just told you, yes, Supreme Court will admit your case or will not admit. It is up to Supreme Court decision. You do not have right to guaranteed appeal. राइट टू गारंटीड अपील का मतलब क्या है? आप अपील करें तो आपको गारंटी है कि वो अपील सुनते हैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट, बट दैट इज नॉट द केस. सुप्रीम कोर्ट विल डिसाइड on the merit of your case whether it is really to be heard by the Supreme Court or not. It is up to the Supreme Court. This is also right. The exercise of this power is not circumstantial in nature, but it is a regular appeal. Absolutely wrong, but because it's not a regular appeal. Okay, it is the appeal by special leave is given only in certain circumstances, exceptional circumstances. Okay, remember this point, not as a regular appeal. So answer is only 1 and 2, because this statement is wrong, because instead of not circumstances we have to get yes, in special or exceptional circumstances only this particular power is utilized by the Supreme Court. Okay, they will entertain your cases. Now let us see with the image. Right, special appeal by special leave, this particular power to the Supreme Court is given under Article 136. Very important, remember this point. See, there are some cases where justice might require the interference of Supreme Court. Okay, Supreme Court need to interfere in some judgments given by High Court, okay, given by any other court, given by tribunal. Very right. Okay, with the help of this, Supreme Court can interfere in the judgments given by any of this, by the article given to them by the Constitution 136. The clause 1 is exactly same which is written here. Okay, but clause 2 says whatever is written in clause 1 or whatever is written in here is not applicable to armed forces. Nothing in clause 1, जो भी clause 1 में लिखा हुआ है, nothing in clause 1 shall apply to any judgment or order passed by the courts related to armed forces. Okay, courts related to armed forces. This is nothing but positive. This is nothing but negative powers. This is positive. Remember this point. Means Supreme Court cannot utilize this power if any judgments are given with regard to armed forces. Here the limitations are there on Supreme Court given by the Constitution itself. Fine. So these two are right. The first statement is absolutely right. So we have learned that the appeal by special leave is not available for armed forces. Now the second one we have to see with regard to whether it is entirely discretionary or partially discretionary or it is non-discretionary. Let us see that. Fine. Remember, the exercise of the special leave is left entirely to the discretion of Supreme Court. Or kya hona? You got the answer for that. It is entirely the discretion of Supreme Court. Second statement is also right. Now the third statement, okay, The special power of Supreme Court has to be exercised only under exceptional circumstances, and an appeal by special leave is not a regular appeal. देख लिए ना? ओके, इस नॉट ए रेगुलर अपील. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा हुआ है? इट्स ए रेगुलर अपील. नो, इट्स नॉट ए रेगुलर अपील. It is generally used, this power is generally used by the Supreme Court on exceptional circumstances only. That's why this was wrong and these two were right. Answer is 1 and 2. Now the second one, which of the following are the grounds of removal of judges of Supreme Court and High Court? Wrong. You know that Supreme Court and High Court judges could be removed on two grounds which are mentioned in your book. You might have learned. One is proved misbehavior, another one is incapacity. What is the meaning of proved misbehavior? It is elaborated by the Supreme Court. They told that proved misbehavior include wrongful conduct. They told that proved misbehavior include willful abuse of office, willful misconduct in office. Okay, they told that proved misbehavior can be seen in any of these forms. Okay, so proved misbehavior is right, incapacity is right, wrong conduct is right. And the last one we are having here, moral turpitude. Moral turpitude is nothing but a judge might, because of his activity whatever he has done is against the society standards, society के standards के against थी. ओके, कोई रेप करा तो उसको जज डिफेंड करना, नहीं ऐसा नहीं हो सकता, ये नहीं है ऐसा. प्रोस्टिट्यूशन को एंकरेज करना सोसाइटी में, देवदासी जोगिनी सिस्टम को एंकरेज करना, सो जो कि सोसाइटी के स्टैंडर्ड्स के अगेंस्ट, if he behaves in that way, if he demorals, if he decreases morals against the society benchmark, society standards, society norms, भाई मैरिज की जरूरत ही नहीं है, मैरिज इज वेस्ट, ऐसा बोल नहीं सकते. Okay, he cannot say, as a judge he cannot do anything that is against the society customs, norms and also the codes. Okay, ये भी एक ground है removal का. Now the fourth one you are having here is error of judgment. एक सुप्रीम कोर्ट के, एक हाई कोर्ट के जज है. What he has done, he has overlooked some facts, he has done some negligence in cross checking the facts. He might have not ordered an inquiry which the advocate asked for. Okay, he might have taken very less time to decide the case. So because of that, what happened, the judgment whatever is given by this judge, okay, is having some errors. Okay, it is a judgment of error. So can he be removed because of the error of judgment or negligence? Means absolutely no. A judge of Supreme Court or High Court cannot be removed on error of judgment and negligence. तो अगर उनसे कोई अनदेखी चीज हो गई, कभी उन्होंने फैक्ट्स पढ़ नहीं सके, अगर फैक्ट्स को इंटरप्रेट बराबर कर नहीं सके, या अगर एडवोकेट जो इंक्वायरी बताओ बोला वो इंक्वायरी वो ऑर्डर नहीं करे, और एडवोकेट बोला कि चलो भाई इनको समन करो, बट उन्होंने जरूरत नहीं समझे, बिकॉज समन इज नॉट इंपॉर्टेंट अकॉर्डिंग टू हिम, तो वो जरूरत नहीं समझे. सो इन दैट केस, on his wisdom he has given the judgment, can he be removed on it? No. So error of judgment and negligence are not the ground of removal of judge of High Court and Supreme Court. Only wrongful conduct 1, 2, 3 and 5. So answer is A. Answer is A. Let us see. पहले हम देख लेंगे. Okay. The only grounds the removal of judges will take place is proved misbehavior and incapacity. द प्रूव्ड मिसबिहेवियर का मतलब क्या है? रॉन्ग कंडक्ट, सही तरीके से ही इज नॉट डूइंग दिस ड्यूटी. ओके, रॉन्गफुल कंडक्ट. ओके, सच एज विलफुल अब्यूज ऑफ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल ऑफिस. अरे मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज बात करूं, मैं टोल नहीं देता हूं, टोल का पैसे नहीं देता, मैं सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जज बात करूं, मेरे से पब के पैसे नहीं लेना, मुझसे होटल के पैसे नहीं लेना. ही इज विलफुल नोइंग ही इज अब्यूजिंग हिज कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल पोजीशन. विलफुल मिसकंडक्ट इन ऑफिस, अब सब कुछ छेड़ना, बच्चों को छेड़ना, वुमेन को छेड़ना, स्लीजी कमेंट्स करना, तो इसका कंडक्ट भी अच्छा नहीं है, नेकर पे आ जाना. इट शुड नॉट बी लाइक दैट. करप्शन, रिश्वत नहीं लेना, रिश्वत, इट इज इन तेलुगु इट इज कॉल्ड एज लंचम तीसुकोवद्దండి. ओके, सो यू शुड नॉट टेक लंचम आल्सो, यू शुड नॉट टेक this रिश्वत आल्सो. करप्शन शुड नॉट बी. लैक ऑफ इंटीग्रिटी. लैक ऑफ इंटीग्रिटी मीन्स दो लोग है, एडवोकेट ए, एडवोकेट बी. Okay, advocate A is close to judge. Judge should not support him. Okay, his decision should be based mainly on the merit of evidences and circumstances only. He should not leak the information of B to A. Okay, he should not favor the A in any circumstance. He should not delay his judgment. Okay, favorism means judgment delay karna, trial pe trial, tarik pe tarik dena. It should not be like that. So lack of integrity means you are not true to your office. You're not true to your office. You know what you are doing is wrong, but still you do wrong. That is called as lack of integrity. तो ये पूरे हम देख लिए. This all we have seen. And one more point, my dear students, remember here. Okay, error of judgment or negligence does not amount to misbehavior and does not be considered as a ground of removal. Okay, as a ground of removal, we will not consider that. Okay, I think you got it. Okay, that's why we have eliminated what? Error of judgment and etc. Okay. Then third one, consider the following statements. The original jurisdiction of Supreme Court is dealt under Article 131. This is very, very right. The Supreme Court, the power of Supreme Court under Article 131 is both on federal and unitary in nature. This is wrong. Supreme Court has exclusive jurisdiction with respect to federal disputes of India. This is right. So this is a factual one. There is nothing to discuss on it. Let us see why this is wrong. See, you know that what is the meaning of federal? Federal means when in a country you are having more than one unit of administration, one unit of governance, one unit of administration, more than one unit of administration, one unit of governance. Okay, is called as federal. In the same way that India is having a national government, which is synonymously called as central government. This national government headed by PM and Council of Minister takes care of total India. Right? This is one unit of administration. Apart from that, you are having also the state governments, okay, which are called as regional governments, synonymous to state governments. Synonymous to, even they are having their own powers to govern the area. So now you can see central government has got own powers to administer the country, and state governments have got their own powers. Okay, when the subjects between them are divided and both of them acts under the same jurisdiction which is given to them by the constitution, then it is called as a federal. Like central government is only allowed to make rules and regulations with banking and finance, means how to regulate the banks, what is RBI, what is private sector banks, public sector banks, only central government make laws. Stock exchanges, only central government can make laws. Defense, only central government can make laws. External treaties with other countries, only central government can make laws. State government can make laws on agriculture. State government can make laws on agriculture, land development. State government can make on law and order. State government can do with regard to health. These are all state subjects. These are all central subjects. Right or wrong? Yes. So when the units of administration like central government and state government, there are two units here. If they act according to their own jurisdiction, then we call it as federal. Okay, a clear demarcation will be there. One will not overlap the jurisdiction of other. The other will not encroach the jurisdiction of other. Okay, both of them will make laws in their own spheres and try to maintain what? Harmony. Try to maintain about harmony. That is how the country will be run. And this, if this kind of feature exists in a country, we call it as federal. But in our country, we follow quasi-federal. Means not pure federal, pseudo-federal. Means central government at times, like during emergency, will take the role of state government and start making acts even for the state government subjects, even for the subjects of the state government. That's why we are not a perfect federal, we are a pseudo federal or quasi federal. That's why we are in your books it has been given maybe given as nicknames, as nicknames are given India federal with unitary bias, federal with a unitary bias, like that you might have seen in your books, right? So I have told you federal. So how many units are there? Central government is there, state government is there, union territory is there. Union territory plus state government is fighting with union government. Union territory plus union territory fighting with union government, state government plus union territory fighting with union government, state government plus union territory fighting with union government, whatever it is, whatever the combination is there, 10 state, 1 union territory, 2 states, 2 union territory, 9 union territory, 1 state, whatever it is, all these disputes will be first heard by Supreme Court. That's why Supreme Court has exclusive बोलो तो उनके लिए ही है ये टॉपिक, और कोई यूज नहीं कर सकते. For them only this aspect is there. Exclusive means that it is only for them. So Supreme Court has original and exclusive jurisdiction with regard to disputes related to federal character of our country. Federal character of our country. Okay, no other court in India can hear any disputes regarding to the units of administration or regarding to the federal disputes. No other court can hear except Supreme Court. Okay, that's why second one is wrong, because second one is related to only federal but not unitary. This is wrong, and Supreme Court has exclusive jurisdiction with respect to federal disputes of India. I have told you the answer for this is 1 and 3. 1 and 3. Okay. Now let us see. The original jurisdiction of Supreme Court is dealt under Article 131. Right, sir? Right. Okay. The original jurisdiction of Supreme Court is dealt under Article 131. Very right. Fine. Okay. Article 131 are purely of a federal character. What I have given here? What I have given here? It is purely of a, it is both federal and unitary I have given, which is wrong. It is purely what? Federal. Purely what? Federal. Okay. The disputes between different units of federation, disputes between different unit of federation like central government, state government, union territory, any disputes are there among them, will be exclusive and original jurisdiction of Supreme Court, which means no other court in India shall have the power to entertain any such disputes or suits. That's why third one is right. So answer is 1 and 3. Answer is 1 and 3. Now let us go with the fourth one. Consider the following statements with regard to impeachment of judge. Okay. A motion addressed to the speaker signed by at least 100 members of Lok Sabha and 50 members of Rajya Sabha is required to start the impeachment proceedings against judge. This is first half is wrong, second half is right. First half is wrong. Why? Because the motion has to be addressed to president, not speaker. So whenever you are doing MCQs, whenever the dignitaries will come like governor, president, vice president, जब कभी सोचना, think it. Is it that president it is addressed, or vice president, or it has to be done by the governor? What is it? So you stop there and halt for a second and try to get rid of that particular issue first. The second half of the statement is right. 100 members of Lok Sabha, 50 members of Rajya Sabha, absolutely right. Then motion शुरू होने के बाद में, मोशन शुरू होना मतलब क्या है? सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट के जजेस का अगर इनके ऊपर चार्जेस लगाए, प्रूव्ड मिसबिहेवियर इन कैपेसिटी के, the charges will be written in a paper. That paper is called as motion. That paper is called as motion. Motion किसको देना? प्रेसिडेंट को देना. एड्रेस किसको करना? प्रेसिडेंट को एड्रेस करना. ओके, तो प्रेसिडेंट क्या करते? एक इंक्वायरी बिठाते. He will put a inquiry. Okay, of 3 members. Okay, the motion of removal is investigated by the 2 judges of Supreme Court and 1 chief justice of any high court. ये तो absolutely wrong है. It has inserted by me intentionally. ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. So the charges, whatever the लोक सभा में रहो या राज्य सभा में रहो, एक हाई कोर्ट और सुप्रीम कोर्ट के ऊपर चार्जेस लगे, so that is called as motion will be given to president. President will appoint an inquiry of 3 members. यहाँ पे 2 judges of Supreme Court, 1 eminent jurist है. This is not the answer for this. 1 chief justice of high court is wrong. Eminent jurist. Eminent jurist. So that's why this is also wrong. The procedure of impeachment of Supreme Court and High Court is slightly different, whereas in the later means in the High Court case, the investigation members are only from SC. Absolutely blunderly wrong statement. Okay, याद रखो. तो दोनों का exactly same है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट और हाई कोर्ट के जजेस पे चार्जेस लगे कि दे आर इनकेपेबल, दे आर हैविंग प्रूव्ड मिसबिहेवियर है. ये चार्जेस को लोकसभा राज्यसभा एक पेपर में लिख के प्रेसिडेंट को देते. president will form an inquiry of 3 members which are given above. These 3 members, if they find guilty, जहां पे originate हुआ वहां पे, suppose Lok Sabha started the motion, वहां पे this report will be discussed and voting will be there. If it is passed, then it will go to Rajya Sabha. Here also voting will be there. If both of them pass, the judge stands removed. Whether it is High Court or Supreme Court, the process is same. The process is same. So actually it has to come incorrect here. So all the above are incorrect. All the above are incorrect. Okay. See, Judges Inquiry Act of 1968 has given what procedure to be observed for the removal of judge. A motion addressed to the president. President. What I have given here? Motion addressed to the speaker. Speaker. Wrong. Second half is right. 100 members of Lok Sabha, 50 members of Rajya Sabha. Addressed to the president but delivered to what? Speaker को chairman को दे देना. Okay, to the President of India. There is Sham Sundar, the judge of High Court of Hyderabad, has incapacity to deliver the justice. Last 5 years उनका ऐसा performance था. We want him to be removed like that. So देना किसको? Address to the President but should be given to the Lok Sabha Speaker or Rajya Sabha Chairman. जहाँ से initiate हुआ उनको दे दो. Then motion is investigated by a committee of 3 members. 2 judges of Supreme Court, 1 distinguished jurist. यहाँ पे मैं क्या लिखा? 1 chief justice of any high court. Wrong, wrong, wrong. 2 judges of Supreme Court, 1 judge of, नहीं, 2 judges of Supreme Court, 1 eminent jurist. Eminent jurist. यहाँ पे third point क्या है? The procedure of Supreme Court and High Court judges removal procedure is slightly different. Okay. The procedure for the impeachment is same for the judges of Supreme Court and High Court. Supreme Court and High Court, right? And जब लोकसभा में लेट सपोज इंक्वायरी का रिपोर्ट आने के बाद में लोकसभा में इट इज प्रूव्ड दैट जज इज गिल्टी है, जज इनडिसेंट मिसबिहेवियर करे, गिल्टी हो गया. सो लोकसभा के मेंबर्स टोटली हाउ मेनी आर देयर? 45. ये 45 मेंबर्स में से पहले मेजॉरिटी मेंबर्स शुड बी प्रेजेंट इन द हाउस. मेजॉरिटी मीन्स नथिंग बट 50% प्लस 1. 50% से एक ज्यादा, लाइक 272 मिनिमम बाई 2 करे तो 272 लोग तो रहना ही. आउट ऑफ 545, 272 पीपल शुड बी देयर. Of these 272, 2/3 members say yes, should say voting करते खुद yes, he should be removed. If that is done, then he will be removed from his post of judge. Okay, and if Rajya Sabha में है तो 245 is the strength of Rajya Sabha, by 2 means 172. Okay, 2/3 of 172. So 2/3 majority से पास होना, present and voting. Okay, but number of members to be present is what? To be present is what? Not more than half of plus 1. Not less than half of plus 1. So the motion is passed in each house by majority of total members of that house. Majority means 50% plus 1. एक तो बढ़ के रहे. And not less than 2/3 of house present and voting. जो जितने भी है वो करना ही है. 2/3 तो रहना. Yes बोलना. फाइन. कभी ऐसा इम्पीचमेंट प्रोसीडिंग्स हुआ था? यस हुआ था. किसके साथ हुआ था? श्री आर रामास्वामी 1991 to 1993 में इनके अगेंस्ट हुआ था, बट कांग्रेस पार्टी हैज नॉट वोटेड. दे एब्सटेन फ्रॉम वोटिंग एंड दैट इज ए गॉन केस. सो ही वाज नॉट रिमूव्ड बिकॉज ऑफ द कांग्रेस नॉट वोटिंग इन द पार्लियामेंट. लोकसभा में वोट नहीं करे. नाउ लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस वेरी क्लियरली. सपोज 545 है मेंबर्स इन लोकसभा. सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज को निकालना है. सुप्रीम कोर्ट जज को निकालना है. सो वी शुड वांट फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मेजॉरिटी ऑफ दिस मेंबर्स आर नॉट राइट. 272 मेंबर्स आर देयर इन द हाउस. चलो पूरे 272 इन द हाउस आर देयर. इनमें से 2/3 शुड से व्हाट? यस फॉर द मोशन, देन ओनली जज विल स्टैंड रिमूव्ड. 272 का 2/3 इज हाउ मच? 2/3 इज हाउ मच? ओके 3 9s are 27. One second. I am not that great in calculation and also don't mind for that. होता कभी कभी it happens with the good people also. Divided by 90. मिनिमम कितने लोग होना चाहिए? 90 look, right? 90, sorry, 90 into 2, minimum 180 should be there. How many should be there? 180 should say yes, right? Up, let's suppose out of this 180, 100 are from Congress and 80 are from BJP. And BJP introduced this motion because they are the ruling party, they want to go it. Let us suppose. But if Congress abstains, if Congress say we will not vote, how can this 180, the minimum two-third majority is not there now? Only is 80 members, so कैसे remove कर सकते? Not possible at all. With 80 members you cannot remove because you need to have how many? You need to have minimum 180. Hence the Congress has abstained from voting and it motion could not be passed with the requisite majority. What is the requisite majority? Two-third होना, which is nothing but how much? 180 तो minimum yes bolna, which is not happening. So arrange the following in the chronological order of the chief justices. All of them are in chronological order. The answer is 1 2 3 4. Okay. R.C. Lohati, Ramesh Chandra Lohati, 35th chief justice of our country. Altamas Kabir Dattu Gogoi, Altamas Kabir 39 chief justice of our India. HL Dattu 42, रजन गोगोई 46. अब बॉबडे भी आ गए और नए वाले भी आ गए. So arrange the following. तो easy है. So thank you so much for hearing to me, and please do work hard. Please be consistent. The exam will be postponed for nearly 2-3 months for sure. So don't waste your time. You have been in this field for last 2 years. You cannot just take that lightly. Please do work hard and stay safe. Bye bye.